We shall start with the fourth module in this course on contemporary trends and issues in education, and this fourth module is universal education. In this module, we will look at education, a term that you should already be familiar with, but to this term education, we have added universal. So universal serves as an adjective here to education, the noun. How does universal help describe the noun education? This is what we are going to look at first. Universal here can go in two ways. One is in terms of what we teach, and the second is in terms of who we teach. What we teach, we can see that in our system, different schools have different modes and different content that they teach. If education is to be universal, all students in all types of schools should be taught the same thing. When children are taught the same thing at particular grade levels across the varying forms of schools that exist in this country, education becomes universal. The second part is who we teach. Who we teach is the children. All children of a particular school-going age need to be in classrooms. And that is universal. When all children of a particular age are in classrooms receiving an education, it becomes universal education. So, if we combine the two meanings of universal, what it ends up being is, are all children receiving the same education no matter where they are from and what kind of schools they attend. That is the basis of universal education. Universal education stems from universal literacy. You need to be literate in order to receive education. Illiterate people have difficulty attending schools. You need to be able to read and write the basics in order to receive an education. And the premise of this is that before children can get to schools to receive an education, they need to be literate. They need to know the basics of reading and writing. So literacy, as the definition goes, means the ability to read and write at a level that enables a person to develop and function effectively in their day-to-day activities. So literacy is very basic. It's not encompassed in the form of multiple subjects. It's not encompassed in the form of concrete and abstract concepts that students have to learn. Literacy simply means, can you carry out your simple day-to-day activities? And as the course progresses, we will see some of these basic, simple day-to-day activities where literacy plays a part. And to be literate is the basis of getting a good education. So how many of our students in schools can read? And reading is not following what the teacher is reading. Reading is when you can be on your own, read something on your own, and understand what the writer or the author is trying to say without external help. And that also goes for writing. Can you write a simple application on your own for different purposes? That is literacy. When young people can do that, when they can read simple stuff and they can write simple stuff, they are ready to get into education. So this is how we see how literacy plays a part in education. There are no universal definitions for education and literacy in terms of universal. That means that there is no one single definition that everyone uses. Literacy is defined differently in different parts of the world, depending on where you are, what the status of literacy and education in that part of the world is. Unless otherwise specified, all rates are based on the most common definition, the ability to read and write at a specified age. What this means is, and what some countries have done, is they've added to this reading and writing, they've added basic quantitative skills, and some countries today have even added computer literacy. So you need to be computer literate if you're going to be successful in education today. So today, if you are a progressive, developed or developing country, you need to focus on 4 things that are considered literacy: reading, writing, quantitative skills, and computer skills, although all 4 at the most basic level. If our students can get these skills at the basic level, they will be ready for their experience and get good, solid education.